Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mirror Image. I've gotten a few requests, well, really more questions, so I'm going to answer this in a video so I don't have to keep answering it. Not that I mind, I'd love answering questions, but since I have been getting a lot of questions about the different armors, specifically the heritage armor, I decided to make a video on how to get the armor types that aren't available in Guild Wars 2 that you actually have to acquire through achievements in Guild Wars 1. So the first thing you need to do to get these armor types is purchase Eye of the North. It's the last expansion for the original Guild Wars. I'll try to include a link in the description. Um, but the first thing after you get, you purchase Eye of the North, uh, you will get a Hall of Monuments Portal Stone. I don't know if you already have one. If you didn't already have it, I had already purchased Eye of the North before Guild Wars 2 came out, so I got the Portal Stone pretty much immediately as soon as the beta was released. Anyways, so besides from that fact, you can look in your achievements tab, and if you go down to the Hall of Monuments, this will show you the different achievement points. These are basically points that are acquired through Guild Wars 1. As you can see, I've gotten to 30 points, which unlocks all the different skin types. It doesn't unlock all the titles, however. Starting past 30, you get just titles. So basically, you walk down that hall through the Hall of Monuments. And you talk to this historian guy who's on the lily pad, and you click show my legacy, and he'll give you two different options, PvE skins and PvP skins. Since I'm a PvEer, I'm just going to go to the PvE ones. They're basically all the same. They just get, based on what kind of skins you're trying to get, based on, PvE or PvP, you'll select whichever one you want. And so here's how you get the heritage armor. They're divided into three categories. Obviously, the heavy, the light, and the medium. So since I'm a light armor class, I would go ahead and select the heritage shoes, the heritage pants, and so on. If you're playing a heavy armor class, you get the war boots, the war plate, etc. So basically, you can select these skins. They do not have any additional stats, so keep that in mind. These are just for aesthetic reasons only, which is the case a lot for Guild Wars 2. And all the skins are reusable. Well, they're not reusable. They don't cost anything. So once you unlock them, you can basically, buy as many as you want. I could buy, 10 of these if I wanted to. And so when I was leveling up and there's something that I didn't like the look of, I would just buy a bunch of these skins and apply them to the armor I was using, so I could always, have an armor that I liked the look of. So basically, right now I have, 5 of these heritage war boots, and what you'll do is you'll double click, and then it'll show you, item transmutation window will pop up, and you'll be able to drag an item of the same type first of all. So it will have to be a shoe type, and then also the same for the same class. So basically, this is for heavy armor, so I'd have to drag a shoe of a heavy armor type, and then basically you'd get the look of the heritage war boots and the stats of the item that you're transmuting. So that's how that process works. In addition to the armor types, there are also weapons, staves, bows. The fiery dragon sword is one of the more popular ones. Is one of the most popular weapons actually in Guild Wars 1, until they became overly popular, and then it just became sort of something everyone had. There's also mini pets such as the miniature orange tabby cat. Like I said earlier, all you need is 30 points to unlock all the actual skins. After that, it's titles. The last thing that you can unlock are the god vambraces. They have sort of a fire look about them. They aren't the ones that my Mesmer character is wearing here. These were acquired through doing dungeon runs in Cough. Um, I would be careful, specifically going for the vambraces or any of the sort of the gauntlet pieces, because they are commonly blocked by the chest plate pieces from other armor types. So if you are going for the vambraces particularly, make sure that the armor that you're going to be wearing doesn't block them first. And so that's basically all for the Guild Wars 2 side. If you want to see how many achievement points you have in Guild Wars 2, like I said, just open your achievements tab using H, and then go to the Holo Monuments area, and you'll see here, the different achievements that you have and the ones that you can earn. A lot of these achievements can be earned just through using gold. Some of them are PvP related. I'll go into that in a second when I show you the Guild Wars 1 side of things. Alright, so this is how it looks from the Guild Wars 1 side, your character selection screen. So I'm going to use my mirror image character from Guild Wars 1. Yeah, he looks quite a bit different because they only had the human race as an option. And basically, the first thing you want to do is go to Eye of the North. You need to be in the Prophecies campaign to get there, or the Eye of the North campaign. They're both in the same map zone. They're basically, these other ones right here, and you want to go to the one that says Lion's Arch, and that's not an option because I'm already there. Eye of the North is located, I just zoomed out, but it's located right in this mountain region right there. And you have to purchase Eye of the North first to get there because it is an expansion. And all you have to do is waypoint travel to it. And once you're there, you'll see this portal area, and that's the area that will lead you to your Hall of Monuments. So you just need to run through that portal, and then you will be in your Hall of Monuments. Sorry, it's loading up. I haven't actually played Guild Wars 1 quite in a while, so that's probably the reason. So I'm going to let this load for a couple of seconds, and then I'll get back with you. Alright, sorry about the delay. I'm back in the game. So you come into this Hall of Monuments area, and there's different areas for different specific things. You get these tapestries when you're playing the game. I don't believe I have any in my inventory right now. But basically, you get these tapestries and you hang them up, and they each represent a different aspect of the game. For example, if you come over here, these are the different miniatures or mini pets that you can earn. Basically, you'll talk to the devotion sort of, I guess, pedestal right here. You can examine it, display new ones, arrange the displays, but basically we're going to focus on the number. So you'll need a certain amount of rare mini pets, like this sort of floating pyramid right there, and then just regular mini pets. Those are basically money based, or you acquire them through your characters from having birthdays. Whenever your character's been alive for a year, you'll receive a present which will generally have a mini pet in it. So that's how you can get mini pets. Basically, you just have to buy them now. You can also get the fellowship area, and those are just armor skins that you get for your heroes. And in Guild Wars 1, it wasn't an open world necessarily where you can just venture out and you'll see people out in the world, so you had heroes to accompany you. They were basically artificial intelligence that you could customize their builds and sort of build a party around them. You can get specific armor skins from them. Cloth of the Brotherhood is an example, and you could basically talk to a guy who would give these characters prestige armor, and then you could display that armor on the Fellowship pedestal. Over here, the Honor pedestal is specifically for your achievements. Now, if you press H in the Guild Wars 1, there are a variety of different tabs here. If you go to titles, that'll show you the different titles that you get, and those are, this is where you display them in the Honor pedestal area. So you earn these through doing different acts in Guild Wars 1. Some of them are, they vary in how you acquire them. Slayer of All is a Norn title track that's basically doing different things that gain you Norn reputation points. Legendary Spear Marshal rep points. Sorry. And some of these are in different campaigns. A lot of them can be acquired just through Eye of the North, or through prophecies. So you don't have to buy all the games in order to get enough of these achievement points to display, so you can get the armors unlocked in Guild Wars 2. Some of the achievements are PvP related. Getting at least one of those is very helpful to getting more points. I only have 30 points. I don't have the full 50, so yeah, I was kind of lazy. And here finally is where you display your prestige armors in the resilience area. So basically you get different armors that are valued at a higher value, I guess, than other types of armors. They have the same stats, sort of keeping consistency with Guild Wars 2, but they take either more money or better materials to make them. And so that's how you max out your resilience one. So I think you need around roughly 5 um, is a good number for that to help you get to 30 points. And then finally, you have the Valor statue area where you display your sort of prestige weapons, I guess. And prestige is sort of the term for almost legendary, I guess. I mean, it's not as hard to get as legendary weapons in Guild Wars 2, so maybe exotics or ascended gear maybe, but so basically here's where you display your prestige weapons, and those consist of tormented weapons, destroyer weapons, and oppressor weapons. Oppressor weapons are probably the easiest to get. Tormented are a bit more pricey. I haven't kept up with the prices for these now. I'm pretty sure I would imagine that the prices have dropped since not as many people are playing the game and they're just sort of buying their way to getting achievement points. So that's the Guild Wars 1 side of things. As far as going into the specifics of how to get each of these, I'm not going to do that. There are other videos about that. This is just sort of how to get them into Guild Wars 2. Next, I'm going to show the website that you can use to keep track of everything, and even plan on the different points that you can, the achievement points that you can get in Guild Wars 1 to that transfer over to Guild Wars 2. So I'll show you that next. All right, and so finally we have the actual the web page where you can keep track of your Hall of Monuments. It's called the Hall of Monuments Reward Calculator. I'll put a link in the description for this, but basically you can use it to track your accomplishments in Guild Wars 1 as well as the accomplishments of your friends. So you can basically go to this sort of box right here and type in anybody's name. Since my character's mirror image, I'll go ahead and type that out. And this will show you how many points you have and how many points you can actually get. And this will show you, it will break it down into specifics on how you can get more points. So if you go to this View Mini Pets area, for example, it'll show me that I need, to get one more achievement point, I need 30 miniature statues. I already have 20, so I need 10 more in order to get one more point. It breaks it down in a really easy way. For Fellowship, I would need 20 companion statues. Those are basically the statues that I showed you in the Fellowship section. Prestige armor for your heroes. And so you can just scroll through here, and you can even plan, like, so for example, let's say that I wanted to get to 50 points. I could scroll through these unobtained items, and I could click on them and add them and see how it would affect how many points that I have. So let's say I got this PvP title, Eternal Gladiator, which can be acquired through, I believe, random arenas in Guild Wars 1. I click that, and it shows me that I'll now have 33 out of 50 points. So you can use this and plan. I took the quickest and the easiest method to get to the 30 points to unlock all the skins in Guild Wars 2, and you can do that. And so it's very easy to plan what you need next. And you can just scroll through here and just sort of click away. There are a lot of guides out there on YouTube that will actually show you the best ways to go about this. I'm not a very good achievement hunter. I just sort of like to play the game, and things that I enjoy a lot and get to be good at. Those are the things I make videos about generally. And then you can go to this reward meter as well. It'll Wherever there's a star above an item, that'll show you that's a title that you can earn. And like I was saying with the heritage armor, it's actually the easiest to get. You only need a couple of achievement points to get it. As soon as you get one, you get the shoes unlocked, or the boots, or whatever you want to call them. And you only need up to 5 points to unlock all the heritage armor. That's basically nothing. You could go to the honor and earn 2 titles and basically have all the heritage armor unlocked. So it doesn't take long to get that. I'm sorry, you need 6 points. Pardon me. As you go higher up, the skins get a little bit more dynamic and elegant and more detailed, I guess. One of the last ones, or the very last one you get, are the Van Braces. Close to the end, you get the Fell Blade. That's one of the weapons that were in one of the higher dungeons in Guild Wars 1. So you can go look through these, find which one that you want, and sort of plan a goal to get them. If you press these these dots right there, you can scroll farther down to see how close you are to getting the other titles and achievements. After you get to 30, they're only achievements. So to get the achievement Champion of the Gods, you would need all 50 points. So that's how you can get the Heritage Armor. It really doesn't take very long. You do have to purchase Eye of the North, and but you know, Guild or ArenaNet has made it very simple and very easy to get the items transferred from Guild Wars 1 to Guild Wars 2, so it's not difficult at all. So for those of you trying to get the armor, good luck to you, and I hope this helped answer your questions. Give the video a like if you liked it, and yep, have a good one.